Hi and welcome to another episode of Animal Watch, and today we are talking spaying and neutering dogs. The world is full of stray dogs. There are millions and millions of stray dogs all over the world, and sadly in the countries that are overrun with these stray dogs, they often put very cruel measures into place. For example, in Romania, where they've got thousands and thousands of strays, they are regularly rounded up by the dog catchers and put into state shelters where they are cruelly killed every 2 weeks. And when I say killed, I don't mean put to sleep. They are hit over the head, they are injected with paint thinners and lots of other horrific ways.
That was entirely your fault!
Stray dogs are often poisoned. It's the most torturous and horrific way to die. They will convulse for hours and hours on the street before finally collapsing in a pile of froth and blood. In other countries, unwanted hunting dogs are hung from trees, and of course we all know the huge stray dog population in Asia is often rounded up and used in the dog meat trade. So what is the solution? How are we ever going to fix this problem? Well, a very special gentleman in Romania thinks he might just have a solution to this. It's called spaying and neutering. Of course, if every single country that had all these stray dogs and cats and other animals were to implement a strict spay and neuter program, then we would eventually bring down the population to close to zero. Often people can't afford this, so it needs the support of the government or other charities to be able to help people to spay and neuter. I recently made a very special trip out to Romania alongside charity IAPWA to join forces with Romania Animal Rescue's Dr. Aurelian Stefan, where we managed to spay and neuter over 100 dogs in a 2-day period. Hello and welcome to the Centre of Hope. It is day one of the IAPWA Spayathon. I'm Anneka and I'm coming to you live all day today, where you're going to be able to get in with the action, with the vets, with the nurses, as we bring in over 40 dogs to have an incredible spayathon to be helping the disadvantaged people in the community. So let's go in and see what's happening. Come on. Right, as you can see, this is the room. They're going to be bringing all the dogs in here after they unload them from the van. The van at the moment is out collecting the dogs from the local community. These are people that are struggling with money. They're unable to spay and neuter their dogs. And of course, without spaying and neutering dogs, you're going to have a huge amount of stray dogs on the street. And we don't want that, because the dog catchers go out and they pick up these dogs and they take them to public shelters where they can be killed horrifically. We've got an amazing team today. Say hi, everybody. Hi. Yeah, we've got some amazing nurses and some brilliant vets, and they're all going to be working really hard at getting through at least 40 dogs. So the dogs will come in here. This will be the first room that they see when they come in. And as you can see, the clinic's fantastic. It's a really brand new clinic. It's been going for a couple of years now. It's got state-of-the-art equipment, and as they come in, they will be prepped. After they've been prepped, they will come down here. This is the room where it's all going to be happening. This is the spayathon room. You can see they've got 4 tables equipped with the most amazing, beautiful equipment. And you've got Dr. Aurelian Stefan, who is renowned in Romania for his incredible spayathons. He's a true advocate for controlling the dogs in this really ethical, amazing manner, because of course the more dogs you have on the streets, as I was saying, the more are going to be picked up by dog catchers, and we really don't want that. So come and have a look at this amazing equipment. Wow, look at this, it's all spanking brand new. You've got brilliant lights and everything. It's just really the place to be. This is Nikki, this is the founder of IAPWA, and this is the lady behind this amazing 2-day spayathon. So Nikki, tell us what your dream is to accomplish with this spayathon.
Well, we're doing 2 days worth of spaying, so we're doing 100 dogs today and tomorrow. But I think the big dream really is just to keep on doing this every single month. There are so many strays in Romania, so it's just got to be ongoing work. So every single month we'll be doing more spayathons here, so this is just the beginning. This wonderful group at Centre of Hope, they're nearly up to 60,000 dogs that have been neutered.
That's unbelievable.
Just incredible.
Yeah.
So we just want to be part of helping them moving forward so we can just keep on spaying even more dogs and get them off the street.
So how much money have you raised so far through your page for this spayathon?
This particular spayathon has been £2,500, so we'd just like to say a huge thank you to everyone who has donated. Obviously this is just the start. We're looking at being able to fundraise for a mobile vehicle, so that's going to be called a Spay Shuttle. It's going to be the second Spay Shuttle for this particular clinic, so we've got a campaign for that. And we've also got another campaign which is really important for the ongoing costs. So we're going to be making sure that those donations can come in so we can keep up this work, because on some months they're neutering up to 900 dogs a month. And obviously, you know, that's so needed to be able to bring the numbers down. But obviously it all relies on people's generosity and animal lovers that really care about the dogs in Romania.
It only costs £20 to spay a dog, and once they're here, Dr. Aurelian Stefan, he's going to give them a flea treatment. He's going to check them over. If they've got any other problems, he has promised to keep them in the clinic and make sure that they're 100% well before they actually leave the clinic. Let me just quickly show you around some of this other amazing equipment that we've got here. This is his main operating room, and I've got to say, this is fantastic. He told me he gets the idea of all this equipment from super vets. So Dr. Fitzpatrick, eat your heart out. Look, we've got the super vet of Romania here. He's got these amazing lights. It's absolutely beautiful. This is the place that I think is going to open a huge can of worms in Romania. This is going to be a wave of change. This is going to stretch right across Romania. And upstairs, he invites vet students from all over the world to come, and they take part in lectures, and he teaches them all about his, you know, what to do across not just Romania, but the world, to do with spaying and neutering animals. Just having his breakfast before us, a big day of spaying and neutering. So this is just a regular day for you, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I mean, we've operated 380 animals last month in this center.
Yes.
Only spays and neuters, and our goal is to have 500 every month.
That's amazing.
As a number that we are aiming for in the next months.
What's your vision? What's your dream to achieve in Romania?
Well, if we could change the mentality first and have no more homeless dogs, that would be lovely. Hope to get that day, to live to that day. But if we don't do anything, that's not going to happen.
But we need to cut off the problem, don't we? Which is basically that the dogs are on the street and they are breeding like crazy, and we need to stop this, because of course the more dogs there are, the more trouble they get into, the more dogs end up with the dog catchers in shelters, starving.
It's a whole horrible situation. But it needs to be assessed in both ways, both locally and nationally, and even.
And you want to get out to schools as well, don't you? So you can
that would
teach
be lovely.
people about responsible pet ownership.
We are now like a small group of people, and we definitely, if we were a bigger group of people, we would reach more schools, more places. Community centers and so on.
Well, this is a little seed which I think is going to grow into something really quite amazing and hopefully spread right across Romania.
We hope so too.
Dr. Aurelian Stefan here. He's in the middle of a spay of a female dog. So, Aurelian, can you explain what you're doing right now?
This surgery aims to remove the ovaries and the uterus. And now we are removing the left ovary.
Okay, it's quite large. Has this dog had babies before?
Yes, this is a mummy dog.
It's quite an amazing procedure, actually.
This is a major procedure. This is not a joke. Right?
So what's your opinion of what's going on in a lot of the state shelters where dogs are being spayed and they're being tied up with wire? They come over to the UK and then obviously they're in a horrific mess. They have to go in, they have to have surgery to take wire out. Why is this happening in Romania? Why are vets doing it in this way in state shelters?
Obviously, they don't pick the right vets and they don't have any standards in the shelter. So it's a whole ladder, so to say. It's a whole process of picking the vets, having standards, caring about animals, and so on.
So how long does that entire procedure take for that one dog?
This took about 10 minutes.
About 10 minutes. And that was complication free?
Yeah, well, the smaller they are, the less surgical time is needed.
Wow, it's absolutely amazing. We've got some dogs over here as well that are being spayed by some of the other vets that they've got here. It's absolutely incredible. These guys are doing so well. Obviously the female procedure is more complicated than the male procedure.
This is major surgery. So variohysterectomy, it's a major surgery. We're opening up the abdominal cavity. So this is not a joke.
No.
This is very serious and can have, if you don't do it right, can have serious complications.
Yeah. Well, I take my hat off to you. I think it's an absolutely amazing job what you're doing here today.
We are a team.
Yeah.
We are a team of vets.
I know, you have a wonderful team here. I've been watching your staff, the way they're working. Your nurses and your vets are
They love
amazing.
what they do, and that's really important.
Yeah. That is the most important thing
And this is
with
what
any job.
This is what we believe in at Romania Animal Rescue. You know, we want to have people that love what they do, love the animals, love their job.
Amazing. And how long before they wake up after this?
In 2 hours, these dogs are going to be running.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Wow.
They get painkillers, of course, antibiotic shot.
And all of these dogs, have they come from private people's yards and homes this morning?
Basically, low-income people, rescuers, shelters that cannot afford spaying and neutering. You know, these are the dogs that we operate.
Okay.
Dogs that have a caretaker that feeds them daily. You know, they can't take them home, but they understand that they don't need new mouths to feed. Because there are not enough homes for all the dogs. If there were, I would be doing something different. It does save lives. So in 10 minutes, we just saved for sure 100 dogs. So they say if you want to save 100 dogs, spay one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just spay one dog.
Okay, so these dogs have had their procedure and they've now come to the recovery room where we've got some amazing volunteers here that are here to make sure that they recover fine. Obviously, with any anaesthetic, it can be dangerous. Dogs can die, they can stop breathing. We've got some of the little puppies that we saw earlier on the operating table and they're doing just fine. You can see they're waking up and licking people, saying hi, which just goes to show just how amazing dogs, how forgiving they are, how wonderful they are. If you enjoyed my video, then please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, where I will be bringing you some wonderful films every week on animal rescue, wolves and dogs, wildlife and conservation. Bye for now.